Next up. Oh, wow. Luigi Mangione. I hope I'm not butchering it. Luigi Mangione documentary in the works from Alex Gibney and anonymous content. The guy who shot the CEO and killed him from United Health, who's now been taken into custody, who hasn't seen a trial, who doesn't even have a trial date. I'm not really sure what charges have been brought against him officially. Oh, no, yes, I do. I just saw first, second degree murder. They already are working on a documentary for this guy. This can't be true. No, let's dive in. Let's dive in. Okay, so let's see. Anonymous Content and Alex Gibney's Jigsaw Productions are teaming up to develop and produce a documentary about the December 4th fatal shooting that took place in Midtown Manhattan just before Thompson was set to speak at an investor conference. The documentary the shooting it just happened December the 4th. What was that, like 2 weeks ago, basically? A little over 2 weeks ago? It just happened. And they're already like, booked. Pre-production. Let's roll. So 5 days after the shooting, Luigi was apprehended at McDonald's in Pennsylvania for the killing, adding a compelling layer to the tale given that the handsome 26-year-old was the valedictorian of his Polsh, Maryland high school and is an Ivy League graduate. Okay. I only laughed at handsome because I wasn't expecting to see it in the article. The dude isn't ugly. Okay. It's just funny that that's part of like what they're trying to say. Like, he's handsome. He was valedictorian. He's an Ivy League graduate. Why is he throwing all this away? All good questions. So let's see. Apparently, Mangione was allegedly carrying a manifesto when he was detained that referenced another documentarian, Michael Moore, whose 2007 film, Sicko, offered a searing indictment of the U.S. healthcare system. So this new doc that Alex is working on, Alex Gibney, is going to be looking at and exploring how killers are created and what this particular murder says about our society and the values that we place on who lives and who dies. And I believe a huge part of that has been the not even outcry, but the response, the public response to this death, which has normally, if someone, normally there's a lot more sympathy for the family, for the victim. There's, levity and more grace. There seems to be like almost none of that here. I have not seen a lot of examples of people being sad or, about the death of the United Health CEO guy. Let's see. All right. So the 20-year-old veteran of the health insurance agent, Thompson, his death has exposed a division in America, with many publicly celebrating his demise, while an outpouring of support has popped up for Luigi. So, this is not the same thing at all, but it makes me think about the movie Gladiator and essentially the history of the sport of, gladiator in Rome, and how people would literally watch people fight to the death. And the emperor, the ruler, would do his little thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs sideways, whatever thing to kind of say whether or not he wanted the person to live or get dealt with. And the crowd would go crazy for it. This is not to say that this is the same or, that I'm bringing up, but it's just in a way that people's response to it reminds me a little bit of the cheering of the idea of, gladiators in Roman times. So The documentary will delve into the national conversation around Americans' frustration with the healthcare industry and health insurance companies' denial of claims and care, as well as rising costs. So let me tell you guys, I watched this video. If I find it, I'll tag it. But I watched this video where this guy in the UK, I think he did this in 2019, and he did it again recently. He was going around asking UK residents to estimate how much it costs for healthcare for certain procedures and things in America. So in the UK, it's healthcare. I mean, it's not free. It's, I forget what the terminology is, but it's paid through taxes. So everyone has free healthcare through the taxes that everyone pays. So everyone is putting in, and then everyone is benefiting from that. So you're not getting a separate bill from the hospital if you're going to hospital in the UK. So he was going around asking them, hey, how much do you think it costs for this, to have a baby? How much do you think it costs for an ambulance? And one, they were shocked to learn that it even costs money for these things. And two, their guesses were way off, which was eye-opening for me, because I'm just like, are you serious? One thing that really surprised me was that I wasn't even expecting was when they talked about if you have a C-section and you want to have contact with your baby on your chest, how much do you think it costs? And I was like, wait, that's a cost? That's a cost? The baby that I'm carrying and I've given birth to, presumably hours of labor, impossible pain, and then to be cut open, and I have to pay to have my own child put on my chest? So the cost for that was $40, but then my friend who actually went through that told me, well, for her it was $100. So it's even higher. I'm like, even my mind is blown. I have been blessed with not having to have serious complications or deal with health insurance companies too heavily. I've had the normal, fighting with them for a claim, but not to the degree of, some of what I'm hearing about people who have legitimate health crisis that they're being denied or turned away or can't cover. And even I am blown away by what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing. And it's just, I live here and I didn't realize how bad it was. So Luigi, the shooter, reportedly suffered from debilitating back pain and underwent surgery to treat it in recent years. His ex-bio featured an x-ray of his spine. United Healthcare is known for rejecting about twice as many claims as the industry average. I can only assume how many times he had to go back and forth with this company only to be just turned away. Alex Gibney's Taxi to the Dark Side won the documentary Oscar in 2008. He is currently in production on a film about tech giant Elon Musk and a documentary based on Salman Rushdie's memoir, Knife, Meditations After an Attempted Murder. All right, so it sounds like this whole case is right up our dude Alex Gibney's alley. This is his bag. Okay, this is his expertise. He knows what he's doing. This is his arena. The United Health Project marks the third collaboration between Anonymous, Spotlight, The Revenant, and Jigsaw. Okay. So these two production companies, have worked together before on Spotlight and The Revenant. So I see. Okay. So one of the more shocking things has been not only the public response, right? As far as what we've been seeing online, typed up, and all the other stuff, but also now there are physical actions that they've taken. One, I didn't even know most of this. You had people posting wanted signs in the city of New York with photos of CEOs of various healthcare companies. Didn't know that. The book, Delay, Deny, Defend, which were the 3 words carved on the bullets that Luigi used, surged to number 3 on Amazon's bestseller list last week. The jacket that Luigi wore when he committed this act, the Levi trucker jacket, is flying off the shelves. Everyone's buying this jacket. And let me tell you what's funny about that. Human psyche. I'm looking at the jacket and I'm like, oh, you know, it's a nice jacket. I wouldn't hate to own it. Maybe not now, but everyone's buying it, so now it's making it more obvious to me. I'm looking at it. And apparently, so Luigi, he has retained a high-powered New York attorney, Karen Friedman Agnifilo. So he has a lawyer. And the crazy thing is, not crazy. Let me backtrack. Luigi is not one of the people who is financially strapped, as far as I'm aware of. So he is able to afford a high-powered lawyer. But even with knowing all of that, apparently people were still reaching out to his lawyer, offering to pay the legal fees. They're going to be hard-pressed, okay? Hard-pressed to find a 12 jury members who I feel like haven't had a horrible experience with health insurance and can look at the case, cold hard facts and levity. I don't know. But the prosecutors have quite the task ahead of them, and I don't want that job. So good luck on that. Just saying. Now, the thing about documentary, we are, I guess, especially with documentaries and even realistic fiction that I've been seeing coming out, like Dahmer, you know, we are kind of leaning a lot, not only into true crime, but it's becoming a much more source of entertainment. And my thing is, you have this guy who has taken a life, and for the most part, people either have his back or are indifferent to it. And he is getting publicity. He's getting support. His actions are having like a rippling effect. And for me, I'm like, what message is that sending? Not, to other people who may feel on the edge like Luigi and are willing to take the actions that Luigi has taken. And now I'm seeing why so many healthcare CEOs remove their information from LinkedIn and the websites. Something's got to give. Something's got to give because it is not looking good. It is not looking good. What do you guys think about this? And are you going to watch the documentary? And is it too soon? Because here's the thing. In the court of public opinion, Luigi is innocent. I mean, if we're going off the majority of what I'm seeing online, I know the internet isn't real life. I know that. But if we're going based off what we're seeing online and the response in the court of public opinion, it seems that Luigi is innocent. That is a dangerous thing to kind of go off of because innocent until proven guilty is the sentiment. And you don't, but everyone's on his side. Well, not everyone, but like, I don't know, guys. I'm just reporting on this. This whole experience has been eye-opening for me, and I've just been taken aback, and we need to do something about it. So, let me know where you guys stand on this. Wild. I don't know if I'll watch the documentary. I don't know. I'm hit and miss with documentaries, especially true crime. So we'll see. Let me know.